Hey girls, it's Jackie Best, your Premier Designs jewelry stylist. We are back for episode 3 of Fashion Friday, and today we are talking necklines. This is a question I get very often, how to wear jewelry with specific necklines or what necklines make you look the best. And so today we're going to chat all different necklines and the jewelry that we should wear with it. Come take a look. So sometimes when I do my jewelry events, I actually play a little game and I ask the ladies, what do you think is the most flattering neckline? Is it a V-neck, scoop neck, high neck, strapless? There's so many different necklines. And sometimes they get it right, sometimes they get it wrong. But I will tell you the secret that a V neckline is actually the most slimming. Now, we know it's not going to take 50 pounds off of your weight. However, it is an optical illusion that you want to utilize in the best way. Now, what's kind of funny about that is that when I go in my closet and I want to pull a V-neck shirt to do this video, I honestly only have maybe a handful. I probably have 3, maybe 5 V-neck shirts. For me, I have a very small chest, and for some reason, I think if I have a higher neckline, personally, that it helps me look a little better endowed. But a V-neck is overall the most flattering neckline. Now, why is that? Well, as a woman, you always strive to have that hourglass figure. And so a V-neck actually is an optical illusion because it brings the eye to a point and then the eye goes back out. So it comes into the V and goes back out, which helps the eye think there's an optical illusion of an hourglass figure. So you learned a little bit of something today. So what's the best way to accessorize those? What's awesome about a V-neck is that with most of the other necklines, we have to sort of fake the hourglass figure or fake the V-neck effect with our jewelry. But when you already have a V-neck, you don't really have to. So I don't tend to wear long necklaces a lot when I'm wearing a V-neck because it already does the work for me. A lot of times I will just wear a statement necklace because a lot of the other necklines don't give you as much real estate here to actually put a necklace. You know, if you have a high neck or you have a scoop neck that's going to come a little bit more here, you don't have as much real estate to put the jewelry. So why not wear a statement necklace? So this is one of my best sellers. It's casual, it's fun, this is easy living, great pendant necklace. And you can also see that it mimics that V-neck as well. So it just kind of enhances what is already there. And I'll give you some other options in just a sec. So because the V-neck already does the work for us, you can get away with a couple necklaces that you probably can't get away with some other necklines. And so this is actually one of our wrap bracelets. It's called Trendy. This is the black version. Obviously, it also comes in a gray silver, fit faux suede, so soft. So it actually can be worn as a choker. Chokers are very on trend right now. They've come back from the late 80s and early 90s. I wasn't sure about them, but I'm actually in love with them now. But you can't wear chokers with every neckline. And so the reason it works with a low V like this, again, is because the V already does the work for you. And so wearing this choker doesn't, because there's so much room here, it doesn't cut you off. If you had a high neckline and then you threw on the choker, it would just make it too stuffy up here and it would actually make you appear larger. So if you want to wear a low V-neck, throw on that choker. So another neckline that is perfect for chokers is strapless. This also works well if you have an off-the-shoulder top, maybe a long sleeve off the shoulder for the winter. The reason is the same as the V-neck as to why the choker works great. It's because you have a lot of open space here, so wearing that choker doesn't cut you off. The other thing about wearing strapless is you can go ahead and wear those big statement earrings or hoops because, again, doesn't have a high neckline to compete with all of this right here in the neckline, gives you that opportunity to wear some bigger pieces. Now this necklace is actually, again, a wrap bracelet. It is our Aruba wrap bracelet that can be worn as a choker, beautiful turquoise color. And then also the big earrings are our biggest hoops ever. These are our social silver earrings. They also come in rose gold and gold. Another one of my favorites I just wanted to share is actually our Pop of Posh bracelet. So this is another one of our wrap bracelets. Just wrap it around, button it closed, but it looks absolutely beautiful, especially with a strapless for the summer as a choker. So that's another great option. Honestly, you could layer them together because it has a little bit of that turquoise in it. So moral of the story for v-necks and strapless or off the shoulder tops is that there's lots of room up here, so you can go ahead and wear your chokers, you can wear your statement necklaces, pop on those big earrings, and next we're gonna go to the high neck. So here is my comfortable high neck top. These are the tops I wear the most, and it could be for a number of reasons that you like them also. One of the reasons obviously is that they're very comfortable. You don't feel like you'll be showing anything. They're a little more modest. But the problem with the high neck tops, and the reason I started without my jewelry, is because you can see that the color is up my sleeve, across my entire neckline, and back down. It makes me appear, especially with the bell sleeves, larger than I actually am. So I always wear jewelry to help with that optical illusion. So in the beginning, we were showing that drop pendant necklace to mimic the V-neck that we had on. So you want to do the same thing. So I'm going to pop this on. This is our fade to black necklace. It's actually reversible. I chose the metallic silver side because I like the contrast with the black top. I'm always about contrast. You can see immediately that because it breaks up the color and it comes to a point like a V, it helps to slim me down. Again, it's not going to drop 20 pounds, but it helps to break up the color and just give a little bit of a different point of focus of where to look. Another option when you're wearing a very high neckline is to wear a long necklace, because that's going to elongate your neckline and help people to kind of bring the eye down away from the width of the shirt. So I'll grab one of those next. So this is our Dress to Thrill long necklace. It is one of my favorites, and I love it so much because it's so sparkly. It's got these really fun rhinestone silver all the way down, and then a slide closure. So what's fun is that depending on what neckline or how you want it to look that day, you can slide it up or down to create a Y necklace, or go all the way down to make a nice long necklace. Again, we want the eye to be drawn to the center to a point and then go down, because that helps with that hourglass figure, and it helps break up the neckline and the black color of the shirt. You can also bring it all the way up to more of a choker, because again, the eye is going down. Now, here's a little bit of a tip. Again, I told you I don't have a very large chest, but my friends who are well endowed, here's what you do. You want to wear a tight tank underneath any of your shirts that are a little bit looser, so that when this falls down, it's not going to get between the girls and get hidden. So that is my tip of the day. Nice taut tank. Try to say that 5 times fast. Taut tank. Taut tank underneath your tops. That's going to help this lay nice and flat and smooth. But again, you can move it to wherever you would like it to go, just making sure that you're breaking up that color so you're not looking too wide. Now, you think living in New York, I own a lot of turtlenecks, and I'm usually cold, so I don't know why that's not true, but this is the only turtleneck I own. However, I know a lot of people love to wear turtlenecks in the fall and winter. And a lot of people think because you have a very high neck, obviously this is more of a cowl neck, turtleneck, that you shouldn't wear jewelry that's really going to create too much of a competition or create too much fluff up at the neck. That's actually not true. So you definitely want to wear a necklace, but here's the trick. You want to wear a long necklace, and I'll show you why. So when you throw on a long necklace underneath either the turtleneck or the cowl neck top of what you're wearing, it helps to reduce the bulk that's up at your neck. It helps to bring the eye down, as we talked about already, and just help elongate your torso rather than feel like there's a lot of bulk up at your neck and that a lot of the attention is there. The other idea that you can do, and of course I didn't throw it on, is just to throw on a very small, either our Adoration cross or a very small necklace that you can wear high to kind of give a little bit of sparkle or shimmer up at the neckline, again, to just help create that centered elongation. It helps really to break up the color that we talked about as well on the high neck shirt, because without something that's bringing the eye, that brings in a little bit of color, you're just going to look too large. So scoop neck tops are, to me, the trickiest, because it really depends on how much real estate you have up here, meaning how low is the shirt and how do you want to really frame your face. So the biggest thing that you want to remember is that the point of the necklace, or if there's a pendant, really the break needs to be 2 inches or 2 fingers above or below your neckline, because otherwise you're kind of playing that game where people are looking at you and they're like, is it in, is it out, is it supposed to be there? And so with this particular neckline, you can see that the point is right here, and I have about 2 fingers between the bottom of this necklace and the top here. So I'm not actually talking about the bottom, meaning all the way down here, but where does your eye go, which is really in the center here. If it was more like this, it would kind of be awkward because you're not really sure if I meant it to be that way, and then it would kind of move. So you want to make sure that you have that little bit of a break between the neckline of your shirt and what you're wearing. This necklace is so fun because it mimics that sort of U shape of the scoop neck, but then it also has the tassels hanging down, which I don't have to repeat myself, but brings the eye down, helping you to have that elongated neckline. Wearing a statement necklace like this is great also because this is a wider strapped scoop neck tank. And so again, it kind of has that same widening effect. So you want to make sure that you can break up that color and bring the eye down. So another idea with scoop neck tees and tanks is to have a statement necklace. These are great because different than an elongated necklace that brings the eye down, statement necklaces bring the eyes up towards your face, away from your hips, which is exactly what you want them to do. The difficulty with statement necklaces is that they usually are one length, and so if it doesn't work with the neckline of the top that you're wearing, depending on the height of the neckline, then you just can't wear it. For instance, if this necklace actually hit more like here, it really wouldn't, let's say here, it really wouldn't be ideal because it's just not the best for the shirt that I'm wearing. We always, as I said, want to have that little bit of a break. So it looks much better if it's really short, almost as a statement choker. Well, how can you do that? With Premier Jewelry, what's so awesome is that most of our statement necklaces, and honestly most of our necklaces in general, have the double lobster clasp feature. It means there's a clasp on both ends. So if I want to wear this really short, I'm just going to go crisscross behind my neck, and then I'm going to take both of those little snaps and I'm going to clip them there. That makes, obviously my hair's in the way, but that makes the necklace nice and short, and there's nothing hanging down my neck as far as the chain. And so again, this is perfect because that gives you that little bit of a break, which doesn't make too much bulk. The other option, again, you can do it with Premier, is to actually bring the necklace down longer, and this is the longest that you could wear it with this particular necklace, which is called Well Spent. So you see how you either want to have it high up to give that break or low. And again, with the scoop neck, I think that's really important because it's one of the more unflattering necklines, at least for me personally. Everyone is different. And so I really feel like adding that little bit of color and adding a little bit of something up here kind of brings the eye up and helps that to just appear a little bit nicer. Well, ladies, I hope this helped you. I hope this allows you to go into your closet to pull out those shirts you haven't worn or accessorize and just play and have some fun. Take the 5 or 10 minutes, try some things on, and see if that doesn't help with the tips that I gave you. Obviously, if you need some jewelry, you know where to go, jewelrywithjackie.com. If you liked this video, please comment, let me know what you thought, share it with your friends, and you can find me on social media at jbestjewelry on Instagram, at jewelrywithjackieb on Facebook, and here on my YouTube channel. Girls, thanks so much, and as always, be blessed.